Another day in the clubhouse, Warriors. Another band is breaking up due to allegations. And this time, let me tell you, these allegations are a little bit more than your everyday average allegations. These allegations are strange and depraved in only a way that can exist in this futuristic cyberpunk hardcore landscape that we currently live in. Today's drama is going to revolve around the Northeast hardcore band known as Gel. I'm about to sink these knuckle dusters into that situation, but before I do, hey, hi, hello, my name is Dan Frampton, and welcome to Culture Castle. The American maids that are parked in the garage are fueled on engagement. So you know what that means. Likes and subs. Let's go. All right, 1%ers, I hope you're sitting on twos because this one is not an easy one to go through. 15 hours ago, as of recording this video, the band Gel dropped a statement onto their Instagram. I've been doing a lot of reading of these statements this year, that is for sure. And because these statements are so long, the comments are always filled with, "I'm not reading all that," and other such sentiments expressing the fact that these statements are too long, which is why I am gonna read the entire thing, as I always do in this video. All right, 1%ers, it's time to put on your battle jackets and lock in. I'm gonna read this statement from front to back, uninterrupted, and then we're gonna break it down afterwards. Hey everyone, friends and fans. Gel is no longer a band and therefore will not be playing any of our currently scheduled upcoming shows. The reason is pretty simple at its core. The former guitar player, Anthony Webster, has committed such heinous acts in trying to forward himself in his music career that he's done irreparable damage to the band in the process. And it's affected us as human beings more than we can attempt to explain, to the point of being completely unable to be in the band anymore. Here are some examples of what he's done. He's stolen tens of thousands of dollars from us. And the best part is that he left it all on record for us to eventually find. He spent it on his own rent, personal food orders, and really whatever else he wanted to, because for a long period of time, no one had access to the bank account, or any accounts for that matter, but him. Despite numerous attempts to gain access, because you know, we're a band and we should all have access to those kinds of things. Oh yeah, he also spent it on an unbelievable number of OF purchases and mysterious Cash App transactions, likely in the same lane. He posted nude images of the band members on Reddit for the world to see. Yup, just casually, for who knows what purpose. Let that one really sink in. He did that all the while in a band with us too, by the way. Luckily, he's truly terrible at covering his tracks, so we have the receipts to prove that one too. He put us in physically dangerous situations numerous times. From talking shit on the band Twitter and getting our van window smashed in with a baseball bat, to regularly driving erratically like a psychopath because he was upset for, again, who knows what reason. Oh yeah, he wouldn't let anyone else drive either, by the way, so we just had to deal with it. And throwing stuff at us because he's a little fucking baby and can't handle himself like an adult. It was always the same with this guy. Absolute misery and inconsideration for anyone and everyone around him. Well, except for the people he wanted to impress and would feign being a nice guy to. LOL. Now, I'm sure a lot of people are thinking, well, why didn't you just stop dealing with it? Why didn't you just leave? If you've ever been in an abusive relationship, emotionally and or physically, you'll probably understand this better. It's like that, but with your life's work and passion at the forefront as well. It's not so easy to just give up on something that you care so much about, especially with the pressures from outside organizations, people, etc. that are all counting on you in some way. We're fighters though, and we saw it through to the very end, until it simply couldn't go on anymore. And we're proud of that. On that note, we'd like to send our most sincere and deepest apologies to anyone who this is affecting on a personal level and beyond. We know so many people are counting on us, including Spiritbox, Volbeat, our good friends in Anxious. We are so sorry we have to end it this way, and we truly hope for the best for all of you. And thank you so much to the fans for always being there for us and showing us how much you care. Take care of each other and love your friends. Love, Gel. God damn, there's a lot in there. There's a lot of violations going on. A lot of claims, a lot of allegations. And normally when this kind of stuff happens, it's like outside source accuses band. This time, it's all internal stuff. And the guitar player really seemed to be a control freak, taking control of that bank account, taking control of all the funds, using it for non-band things like rent, food, and then to satisfy his depraved urges by allocating band funds into OF content creators' accounts. That by itself is egregious enough of a drama to cut this band off at the knees. And that's not even the tippy top of it. Spending all that money on all those things for himself while lying and trying to control everything is nuts. And this allegation suggests that he's stealing tens of thousands of dollars from the people in his own band, restricting their access and being a manipulative control freak. And I like what they've done here. They didn't leak the entire paper trail, but they're letting you know we have access to the paper trail, so if anybody contests this, well, then the leaks can happen. So he's stealing from the band, he's using it to satisfy his depraved urges, and on top of that, he's being angry, abusive, erratic, and dangerous by putting their lives on the line while driving like an angry maniac on the road. All of those allegations are enough of a reason to kick this guy out of the band. All of this is reason enough to want to start fresh again. Now, I understand the other members of the band Gel don't want to let anybody down, but the people that they don't want to let down don't want to see you guys going through this. And as much as I love the band Gel, I would much rather them be in a safe, happy place than me just have the band that I like around. And then he was accused of being a fake fuck. Yeah, he's angry around us. Yeah, he's a piece of shit. But when he's trying to clout chase, but when he's trying to climb that social ladder, but when he's friend collecting, he's a nice guy. So calling this guy a poser might be the biggest allegation in this entire thing if it wasn't for the actual biggest allegation in this statement, and that is leaking your fellow bandmates' nudes on Reddit. On Reddit, bro. This Anthony Webster guy has more than just a couple screws loose up top. This guy is a deranged, depraved, freaky, weird loser who will steal from you and then exploit you. What an amazing guy. I feel terribly for the other people in this band. The ceiling for them was really so high, but luckily for them, they made a lot of good connections as their time as a band. They made a lot of fans in their time as a band. This is gonna be a brutal reshuffling of the cards, but I think that they could put the pieces back together again. And out of all the band breaking up due to drama statements, this is the weirdest one. Well, the weirdest one since last year, where that guy tried to get one of his bandmates like addicted to estrogen and turn him into a girl or something. But this one here has extra layers of evil and manipulation. Whereas that last one was a little bit more weird, this one kind of steps things up from a psychological warfare kind of way. I have no idea what it is about the hardcore genre that seems to attract all the most broken, most drama-fueled individuals in the entire music culture. And if we could judge anything based on the activities of the last month, things are definitely not slowing down. Speaking of which, I still have to go through the most recent 20-page Zulu statement. Oh yeah, that's right, Anaya is back with another gigantic statement that I will be going through. So you're gonna wanna subscribe to this channel in order to keep up with that situation. Make sure to click that bell and select always. That'll notify you when I drop that video. When I talk about all the band drama on this channel, it's not always bands that I care about. It's not always bands that personally resonate with me. I liked Zulu. Zulu were fine enough, but I loved Gel. And I just shared a meme to my stories where it's an image of the Grim Reaper going through many doors, and he opens up the Zulu door, he opens up the Gel door, and then he goes to open up the third door, and it's just like, scowl? I know that there's some drama behind that scowl door. Now, I'm not sure if it's allegation-worthy drama, but members of that band were once romantically involved and are now no longer romantically involved. So that tells me that there is at least a little bit of juice in that lemon. My heart breaks for Gel. I really do hope that they can pick these pieces back up, hop on their American maids, and ride into the sunset. one more time. But for now, that's it from the bad boy. Thank you for all your support. With all the help of my warriors and 1%ers, I will go from bad boy to golden goose, and it will be all thanks to you. Take care, see you later, and have a good one.